This is Pro Series Off Topic.
Welcome back to Off Topic. This is actually episode 38. I realized after I posted the episode last week in episode 37, I said it was 38. I was getting a little ahead of myself, but this is actually episode 38. And this week I'm talking about World of Design podcast collaboration with Rebecca Hayes and Adrian Ramsay. This comes out this Tuesday, January 9th, and I just wanted to explain it again on how it will be released. We are all releasing in the same day, so we all three of us have our own podcast, and we sat down and had like an hour and 40-minute call over Zoom, and we just talk about design and so many different topics of design and what designers go through and how we relate, because Rebecca's in Vancouver, Canada, Adrian's in Australia, and it's so cool to see how similar the industries are, but also how different the industries are in each country. So that was the whole idea of this. This is hopefully first of many between us three. We had a great time. So in order, Adrian will have part one. So we split the episode into three parts. Adrian gets the first part, Rebecca gets the second part, and I will have the third part. Adrian's podcast is called Talk Design. So if you want to go onto your wherever you listen to podcasts and search for Talk Design. And then part two with Rebecca Hayes is Resilient by Design. And you can type that in, search that. And then obviously Pro Series will be part 3. We explained it in the intros and outros so you don't get confused, because we'll be just mid-conversation if you started out of order. So we did talk about that in intros and outros to kind of explain it so you're not super confused on that. We'll try to keep it seamless for you. But on my social media this week, I'm going to do a little bit of a flashback of the episodes, because they both were on my podcast. Actually, we all have been on each other's podcast singly. So if you want to go see my episodes, go just Google Resilient by Design, Eric Dillman. That podcast will pop up. And then the same with Talk Design, Eric Dillman, that will pop up as well. And then, on my social media, I'll post a little snippet of both episodes with Rebecca and Adrian on the Pro Series. Rebecca was on episode 49 and Adrian was on episode 33, which seems so long ago because I just released episode 120, and this World of Design collaboration will be 121. But go check those out. It's a fun conversation that we had, and it's just cool to see how social media and podcasting and just technology in general have led us together and created this friendship that would never have happened if we didn't have this technology or social media in general. It's just cool how small the industry is, even though it's the worldwide industry. So head over to my social media at Eric Dillman Designs to see that, and you could also see the episodes. Actually, back when both of these episodes came out, IGTV was still a thing, and I was releasing the whole entire episode visually on my Instagram. Now I'm not allowed. Just they changed Instagram, and now they're basically snips of a full episode, because you can't post a whole hour episode or a half an hour episode. So you could actually watch that whole thing on my social media, or head over to YouTube at Eric Dillman Designs and watch episode 49 with Rebecca and episode 33 with Adrian. Also follow them on social media so you could also have their links to their podcast so you could see their parts of the World Design collaboration. But that's about it for this week for the main topic. Let's get into topic number 2, which is the end of the episode where I always talk about country music. This week we did have some new country music finally. Really only 2 to really talk about. First one is Megan Roney posted a cover over the Christmas break of Chris Stapleton's What Are You Listening To? So she actually released the whole entire cover on Apple Music and wherever you listen to music, I believe. I have Apple Music, so I'm just saying that. It's a great cover. Go check that out. And then Gabby Barrett came out with another single. Her album comes out next month, but she came out with her new song called You're My Texas that she actually wrote with Miranda Lambert and Hillary Lindsay. And Hillary Lindsay is a huge country music writer. She's written for numerous country music people like Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, now Gabby Barrett. But this album is called Chapter and Verse, comes out the 2nd of February. Go check that out. Yeah, and then up to Media Base chart, number 5 this week is Chris Stapleton with White Horse. Number 4 again this week is Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson with Save Me. Number 3 this week, who was our number 1 last week, George Burge, Mind on You. Number 2 again this week is Nate Smith with World on Fire. And the new number 1 this week is Dan and Shay, Save Me the Trouble. That is all I have this week. Hopefully more and more country music starting to come out. More announcements for country music concerts for the summer usually come out around January, so people can prepare, buy tickets, and hopefully we can start talking about those in the next coming weeks. But again, if you don't follow me on social media, I'm at Eric Dillman Designs pretty much everywhere except X. I'm Eric Dillman DZN. So go check me out, follow me on all the social medias, and we will talk next week.